Alright, guys, this is a summary and review of Tom Torero's two videos called Fuck It, and the other was Don't Be a Pussy. So, Tom said that we are worried about girls going to reject us, going to give us a cold shoulder, going to give us weird faces, the security guard is going to come to us, somebody's going to just ignore what you said, and all those kind of stuff. And eventually, it's all you don't care. You absolutely don't care about this kind of stuff. So, what somebody's going to react, it's their problem. If the security guards are called, it's their problem. You are not going to be worried about that. Now, you have to approach girls at the Whole Foods with the cashier, stop them and tell them that they look nice and they did a good job. And you have to do that. There is no escape route, there is no second way, there is no bailout that is possible from this scenario. You have to stop them, tell them that they look nice and they did a good job, and stack on. Are you somebody into fashion or arts? Based on your dress, I would guess that you know how to get the color combination at this time. Maybe your varieties, something like that. And it should be, don't be a pussy. You have to do what you have to do. Now, if they blow you off at the Trader Joe's or the Whole Foods, if the cashier blows you off, you cannot do anything. Now, Todd says that you have to imagine if somebody is putting a gun on your family or friends and asking you to approach. So it's physically possible. That's a mental barrier that stops you. So it's physically possible, but you're not doing it because of emotional and psychological and millionaire problem. And now you have nothing to lose. You already did that. You see how they're going to react. So it is possible if you are not doing it. It's bad on you, and you have to do it. So you have to do it. There is no other option. There is no highlighting effect. Nobody cares. If you are going to any place, now I'm going to bring it down to the second time. I made a video of third time that you can be very confident and you can do things very nicely when you do it the third time. If you go to a place, a bar, or a restaurant for the third time. We also understood, and I explained how it becomes very critical that you talk to the bartender and the staff and make them on your side before approaching the other people. And we talked about how to depict high values in these situations, in situations where we have to deal with the restaurant or the bar staff. So these two videos from Tom Torero called Don't Be a Pussy and Fuck It are very important. You have to do that. Now, worst case scenario. Let's talk about the worst case scenario. Let's deal with this in a rational mind. If I go to a Whole Food and say that, excuse me, you look very nice in this dress, I think you did a great job. Yeah, I'm trying to get on you. I don't use social media. The only way I meet people are in real life. If I see somebody smart and beautiful and worth my time, I will talk with them. So you have to have, and you have all your lines ready. You have seen how James Tusk does that. So you have all what you need, and you can handle them nicely without any trouble. So you have the skills, you have the dress, you have the posture, you have the content, you have the ideas of how to look high value, you get social proof when you play game and it works with different kind of people. When the girl says that she loved the way you kissed her and you wanted the kiss to be longer and things like that, and the other stuff. So you have to have, and you have all your lines ready. You have seen how James Tusk does that. So you have all what you need, and you can handle them nicely without any trouble. So you have to have, and you have all your lines ready. You have seen how James Tusk does that. So you have all what you need, and you can handle them nicely without any trouble. So you have to have, and you have all your lines ready. You have seen how James Tusk does that. So you have all what you need, and you can handle them nicely without any trouble. So So you have to just fuck it and do what you have to do to fuck your fear. You cannot be so fearful, so shy. You cannot be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. That's what Dr. Ella says. So, as the whole food, if you see two girls are even better, then you can play game on both and you can talk to a group. You also know how to play game with two girls. There are two. So you know a lot of stuff. You know how to play when she is with her boyfriend. You know how to play when she is with two men, and you know all kind of stuff that you have to do. So when you go to the Trader Joe's, now which Trader Joe's do you want to go? You can go to the one at Clifton if you think that the countryside girls are better. You won't go to the Woburn and the city Trader Joe's. And likewise for Whole Food, you can also go to the countryside Whole Foods. Now given the Whole Foods, girls are going to be a little arrogant, the ones who are buying stuff from there. But that's okay, you can talk to the cashiers, you can talk to the security guards, you can talk to the cashier, you can hit on them. They should know that you're hitting on them. That is called direct approach, honest approach. You can touch on them, you can play with them, and that should not be difficult. The thing is, when you have done all the things and the time when these things become useless, that's the time when you realize that, oh God, that was not that hard. Why did I not do this before? So that happens typically at the end of everything. Without wasting an hour, without wasting a day, without wasting a minute. If somebody gives you the gaze of the eye, the initial IOI, you have to approach. You have to approach. Always be approaching, always be closing. Dr. Era says, ABC, always be closing, no matter what. Tell her that you are in a hurry. We talk about the false time constraint. Matt talks about it, Tom talks about it. And you'll always have to say that, hey, I am in a hurry. But I saw you. I think you look a good job, so I wanted to compliment you. Then you can say that seems like you're from this or that, backhanded compliments. You look kind of interesting. You're very beautiful. I don't know if it's just beauty or if it's beauty with brains. I want to check you out sometime. That's how you have to go. That's how you have to approach. You know all the tricks. You know to make them qualify. The last time you have to how to touch them, how to play with their hairs, to play with the necklace, how to escalate, and how to force them to kiss you. They have to kiss you, there's no other way out. If they meet you. If a girl does not kiss me, I don't make the next step. That has happened with me. Some arrogant girls, some fat bitches, refused to kiss me. Yeah, I remember that when you were in the Jersey City, the Newport Mall, you were not able to approach and tell any girl when they are alone or they are with some man. You can go to a girl and say that, hey, you have very lively, a very nice group here. Can I talk to, if you guys don't mind, can I talk to her for a moment? And then you can isolate her. I don't know how it's going to work, but you have to be very confident and you have to achieve the same. And then take it from there. Now you have been doing this for some time and you know that it works with different humans and you're going to approach the exact same kind of humans. Now you also know how and what kind of target you are looking at. The little slightly obese German ancestry. So you know that Italian and Irish girls are trouble, of course. Eastern European girls are big trouble. So you already know the kind of girls that you want to approach. So you have all the knowledge, all the skills. If I were to rate you, you are the best person to handle this kind of situation. The best person who can handle this. I always say that you are in the board of the chess, you are the queen who can play any move. You can play any move. You have got one of the best trainings in terms of pickup. You are studying on the shoulders of very smart people, some very nice content, a lot of training, how you are going to approach stuff. You also know that you don't have to talk anything that is going to depict you as low value. Because if you choose your wording right, and I have always told and forgot the name of this guy. Is it Chris? He says that the girls should do 70 to 80% of the talking and 70 to 80% of the approaching. You don't have to do that. The very right world, they have to do that, not you. So you don't have to do extreme approaching, you have to tell less, you have to make them talk more, you have to have those quiet moments, and then you try to come up with some ideas. Judge. So that was the Tom Torero's 2 videos, the ideas that you don't have to be a pussy and you have to forget. You have to forget about the bad things that will happen. And I want your number. You have to give it to me. I remember this one girl that I was dating. I was very close to her, and she used to give her numbers even when we were living and we were like very close to get married to some crazy people on the street. And they used to message her a lot. So the girls would give their number to anybody because they want people to message them and ask them out. That's how they check stuff. That's how they check the money value. So you don't need to worry about that. And you already know that good girls are approached at the bar, but nobody dared to approach anybody at the bar. So you already know how that is going to feel like. So the Tom Torero's work about don't be a pussy and fuck it. It's helpful, it's right, it's working. Last time you hear this video was in like last October, last November, so it has been 1 year. You are already in September, October times. issue to do this. Whenever you see a nice girl, you have to. We also saw the video Creepy Games by Tom Likens. And girls even like the Creepy Games, but men are trying to pick them up at all the places. Pickup is like a thing that has become so integral to any kind of stuff in love. It's kind of crazy. So, don't be a pussy. Fuck your fears. It's okay, let them blow you off. You need to make sure that you stand in the right positive standing. Tom Torero stands in a very nice way, full powerful front stop. James Tusk does a very nice full all powerful front stop. And these are the things.